welcome back to another vlog. I have just a really nice, cosy, festive couple of days coming up. So I thought I would share it with you. And I feel like I'm really kicking off. I mean, actually, I felt quite festive, I'd say since the beginning of December. It's now the 12th. I don't know where this month is going, but I have a Christmas party tonight. It's my one and only Christmas party, and it's through the book club that I run, the Story Social. So I thought I'd bring you along for a little bit of that. And then also this weekend, I'm going to be doing like present wrapping. I've got some things that I want to bake to send to people. So yeah, just lots of lovely festive bits that I thought I would document and share. I'm going to be very honest. I have not had a great week mentally before kind of yesterday. I was just feeling really a lot of overwhelm. And I was just avoiding how I was feeling. You know, like in those moments where you have a lot on your mind, but you're just not actually looking at it and being honest about it. I was definitely in that place, and I mean, thankfully I'm feeling loads better. But I didn't just want to start this vlog off and be like, this is going to be a calm, cozy, festive vlog. I mean, which I hope it is going to be, but also just the reality that I've had a more difficult week, probably one of the most difficult weeks I've had in a while. But thankfully, I'm feeling much calmer. I'm actually feeling the best I've felt in a while, and I think that I just needed that kind of time to be honest with how I was feeling. So yeah, I just wanted to be honest about that, because I feel like so much of what we see online, although we know really it is a snippet of people's lives, when you're constantly seeing all of the joy that can be had this time of year, when you're not feeling great, it makes you wonder why you're not, and just question things a little bit, even though you know obviously you're not seeing 100% of everyone's lives. So if you've had a bit of a tough week, or you're having a bit of a tough moment right now when you're watching this, then I think just acknowledging that that's okay and it's normal, and two things can exist this time of year. Like, you can have the joy of it and do nice things, but then there can also be other stuff going on. A couple of days ago I was worried, thinking, how am I gonna be able to show up for people? But I'm feeling in a much better headspace, and I'm just about to wrap up my secret Santa gift. We're doing a book swap, and I feel like maybe I've gone for a book that too many people will have read, but I'm hoping that it lands with someone who hasn't read it, because it's one of my all-time favourite books. It's the book that got me into reading more in general. I read this in lockdown, and it's Educated by Tara Westover. I'm sure loads of you know it. It's just a really brilliant memoir, one of the best I've ever read. Really inspiring. There's so much that I could say about this. An amazing story, and I just thought, actually, if someone hasn't read it, this would be a good one to read. So I'm going to wrap that up. I'm also going to put in a little pucker tea. I feel like I could put even more in, but then I don't want to, just in case other people do just stick with doing it as a book. I've got two wrapping paper options. I've just got brown paper, which I really love using, and I've ordered a stamp. Annoyingly, it hasn't come, but yeah, I ordered a stamp that I could use this on, and that's the wrapping that I was going to use for all of my gifts this year. But then I also have this one from Sostry and Gren. I mean, it's not massively festive though. I've got a massive bag full of ribbons from gifts that I've been given, or just like, you know, things that you collect over the years. So yeah, I've got this really nice ribbon. I don't know where I got this from actually, but it is lovely. It's a velvet green ribbon. I should probably use some of this around the house. I haven't done that this year, like kind of making bows. I'm really loving seeing everyone do that. But yeah, I've just got so many options. This one's new. This is again from Sostry and Gwen. I've got loads of my Christmas bits from there this year. This is also a red velvet ribbon, which is gorgeous, but I just don't think that's actually going to go with this wrapping paper. I don't even think the green is, to be honest. Do I just stick with... You know what? I'm going to stick with this craft paper. Let me know in the comments how you're feeling right now. I think as well, like, as you come towards the end of the year, and this time of year for me anyway, it's such a time for reflection, and I feel like a lot of this year and just like life has caught up with me a little bit. I really wish I was one of those people that was good at wrapping. I'm just not. I mean, I suppose it's a skill that you can get better at, but I wouldn't say I'm great. I'm going to try and perfect this though and make it look really neat. I don't know whose vlog it was. Obviously it's Vlogmas at the minute and so many people are doing things. Maybe it was Rihanna and Ashley actually, and she said in it progress over perfection, and oh, isn't that something to live by this time of year? Just giving ourselves a break. I am now gonna go upstairs and do a yoga nidra because, I mean, thankfully I slept better last night. I'm not gonna talk about sleep loads, but it's just not really been happening for me. But I really just, yeah, I'm in the practice of it. I'm really enjoying it. So I'm gonna go and do that just as a little refresh before I start getting ready for our party. I just realised I've still not got my earring in from when I was lying on my side doing my yoga nidra. I'm just trying on outfits. I would never usually leave this to 3 hours before I have to be somewhere, and I really want to feel nice. I do have a backup outfit that I wore this weekend, but I wanted to feel a bit festive, and obviously the colour of this dress is perfect for this time of year. I love the dress, but my issue, I feel like it's always my issue. Is that gonna work if I do that? My issue is shoes, because the length of this dress, it kind of leaves me with a little bit of ankle on show. I wish it was just slightly longer, but I mean, I can't change that. So shoes wise, it would look really nice with a pair of black heels, like small heeled shoes, but I don't have them. I don't own those. So these are what I'm working with. To be honest, I think I might just wear these. And then the bag that I have is one that I got from Vinted actually, but it's via M&S. I think it's, I mean, I saw loads of people buy this, and then when I saw it was on Vinted, I just thought, you know what? Yeah. So this is my little outfit. Shoes are fine. They look fine. They're just not perfect. And actually, I've not really worn this dress that much, so I think it'd be nice to get it out of the house, you know? The lighting is not the best. I've just propped up my Lumi light to give me a little bit more of a glow. As you can see, I'm just getting ready. I've done my hair, just used my straighteners to curl my hair. Really happy with how it's turned out. And now I'm putting on a little bit of makeup. I did apply a little bit this morning, like I've done my eyebrows. I put a little bit of concealer on this morning, but just now I've used the L'Oreal True Match foundation and this Fenty Beauty eyeshadow primer. I feel like, when did I get this? Maybe it was a couple of years ago for a wedding. I have quite oily eyelids and this really works. So yeah, I remember to apply that. I went and grabbed my beauty box. I'm honestly, I cannot tell you how excited I am for this. I just feel, yeah, really, really good. I've just been listening to music. I think my yoga nidra helped, just had a really good reset where I felt really relaxed. If you'd have said to me 3 years ago that when I move to Nottingham, I will make a really good friend enough to start a book club and then be hosting a Christmas party for said book club, I wouldn't have believed you. I've moved to quite a few different cities, and finding people, like-minded people, and that sense of community and connection, I've always struggled with. So to be able to not only experience that for myself, but offer it to others and create that, yeah, it feels like a really big deal for me and something that I just feel so passionate about. And I think especially as I'm coming up to experiencing motherhood and parenthood and all that stuff, it's just made me realise how important it is to have just people that you can rely on and have fun with, and yeah, be yourself around. So anyway, I'm gonna finish off doing my makeup, put some music on, and then order my Uber into town. Christmas dinner! Let's put 2 on this table. Is it the 14th today? Okie dokie. We've jumped a couple of days. We're now on Saturday. The Christmas party couldn't have gone any better, but because obviously I was just in hosting mode and trying to get things done, I just didn't even think to pick up the camera. I did film a couple of little bits on my phone, so I've obviously included those, but yeah, it was amazing. I'll pop in a little picture actually so you can see how my dress looked in full. I ended up wearing tights with it, which I think just helped it look a little bit more cohesive. Yesterday, I was just doing like some little behind the scenes bits, planning for 2025, which was really nice. And today is my festive day, so I thought I'm going to pick the camera back up. Obviously starting off with my advent calendar. I didn't actually open yesterday's, so I've got 13 and 14. A Milky Way. I love a Milky Way. That's a top contender for me. Maybe controversial, but Milky Way over a Bounty any day. Jay's going to watch football today, so early this week I was like, what can I do this Saturday? Obviously I've got all my festive bits that I'm going to do this afternoon, but this morning at 10:30, I've booked myself in for my first pregnancy massage, and I'm so excited. I mean, I don't want to keep going on about sleep, but because I used to have such a regular sleep routine, I think that because now I'm getting maybe 3 hours, 2 hours less per night, it's just really, it's impacting me during the day, especially because of this time of year. So I just thought, actually, let me really treat myself to a massage. So I'm driving there this morning and then just having a really chilled, cosy afternoon. But it's also a really gorgeous morning, clear blue skies. So before Jay goes and before I head off for my massage, we're gonna go for a morning walk. It's a chilly morning, so I'm getting the big beanie out. My big purple hat, I've had this for years, and I'm just about still in my Sweaty Betty Gary leggings. I don't think these are going to last me going into January. They're getting a little bit tight, but yeah, just a very, I mean, why am I sharing this outfit? It's comfy, it's nice. These leggings are the best, the ones with the cuff at the bottom, and they've got pockets as well, but it's getting a little bit tight around the tummy. Yeah, anyway, let's head out for a morning walk. I got home from my massage about an hour ago and then I just kind of took it easy. It was so nice. I did find to begin with my mind wouldn't kind of shut off, which I don't tend to like. Usually with massages I'm quite good at just allowing myself to soften, but I nearly fell asleep towards the end. It was the perfect mix. It's probably one of the best massages I've ever had, to be honest. The only issue is that she's 25 minutes away, so I'm like, do I continue to do it? I think for now I'm going to, because it was really lovely. I came home, had some lunch. I've just got changed into this green dress. I was gonna wear a jumper and some trousers, just like my usual combo. I was like, no, I'm gonna wear this dress. So that is what I'm doing. I'm now gonna make a cup of tea and get cracking on all of my little Christmas bits. I'm gonna start off with something that typically I will make for me and Jay every year. They're so easy. Yeah, I'm not going crazy with this, by the way. But I make my own chocolate pretzels. I've got the pretzels. I've gone for Bourneville Giant Buttons. I think I might also go to the shop and get some just Cadbury's normal dairy milk ones so I could do mixed bags. So I'm gonna make these as part of little gifts, and then I've got some little bags I can put them in. And I'd also like to make some gingerbread today. And then I'll need to like ice it and stuff tomorrow. I have a feeling it's gonna be very hard not to eat loads of these. Before I get cracking, actually, I've just had a little delivery. I actually got this from a retailer called All Beauty. It isn't a retailer that I would usually buy from, but I was looking for the Nooks Rev de Mille. I don't know where I bought a new one of these about a month ago. I can't find it. I know it's gonna turn up in the next few days, but I just need it. This is what keeps my lips. It's this one, because they do a few different ones. This is the one, they changed the packaging maybe like a year ago. This is the only thing that stops my lips from being really dry this year, and because I've not used it for the past like 2 weeks, yeah, my lips have got quite dry, so I was like, I just need to get this back in my life. And when I eventually find the other one, which I hope I do, I can just continue to use them side by side. I also got a shampoo. I got the Kerastase Hydrating Protective Shampoo for basically this one. They've got so many different ones. I'm thinking I probably should have done a little bit more research on this. I basically bought it because I'm getting my hair done next Friday, which, by the way, I don't know if anyone else finds this, I couldn't be happier with how my hair is right now. Like the past maybe like 3 weeks, I've been really enjoying the colour, the length. I mean, it does need a good cut, but I was like, this is so typical that I'm going to the hairdressers. I actually don't know what to ask for. I think I'm gonna stay definitely with my root colour, and then maybe just bring like a little bit more of the lightness through the root, but so it can grow out nicely. Basically the same thing that I usually get, and then just a trim. But yeah, anyway, I wanted a good shampoo because obviously there's no point in paying to get your hair coloured and then not having a shampoo to follow it on. So we will see how I get on with that. Done 2 trays and there's still, I mean, there's loads more pretzels. I've got a whole full bag, but I'm running, well, I've run out of buns. So I think what I'm gonna do, instead of do them all now, is let these cool, and then throughout this week, I can, whenever we've got the oven on, I can just put some in and do it quickly that way, like at a time, and like saves having the oven on and stuff. I'm gonna make a start on wrapping. I don't have a huge amount of gifts to wrap, but I think because it's most of them that I need to wrap, it feels a bit overwhelming. So yeah, I'm gonna put a Christmas film on my laptop, sit at the table because it's just the most comfortable space, and make a start on my wrapping. But yeah, happy with those. And then once they've fully hardened, I can kind of bag them up and stuff. Usually this is something I really look forward to, and I'm like, oh, this is really exciting to sit and wrap for hours on end with the Christmas film on. I'm feeling a little bit tired, if I'm honest. So I'm actually like, okay, I need to think about how I can make this really enjoyable and lovely. I'm gonna break it up. I'm gonna do all of Jay's bits today. I say all of Jay's bits, I've got 2 things to wrap him. We're not like massive gift people, like as a couple. I love gifting to friends and family. But yeah, me and Jay as a couple, we're not really gift orientated. So I've got him a couple of little bits, like things he's mentioned, but nothing, we just don't really spend a lot on gifts for each other like that. I was gonna say I'm gonna put a Christmas film on. I'm not even sure if I'm gonna put a Christmas film on. I'm gonna put something on my laptop. Oh, actually I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna watch the end of, I think it's, what's it called? Something of Joy, the IVF film that's come out on Netflix. I've got half an hour of that left. So yeah, I'm gonna finish that actually while I make a start on wrapping. I've been wrapping for a little while. I've got my brother's done, which I don't want to share these bits in the vlog just in case, but yeah, I've got him, his girlfriend, they're all wrapped. There's one more thing that I would quite like to get, but it's okay if I don't, and then I'll send that early next week. Now I thought one thing I could share, because I don't think that my mum will watch this. If you are watching this, mum, don't continue. I saw these the other week in a really lovely little shop when we went to Sussex for Blythe Days. It's basically, it's letters to my grandchild. So it's things that can be written now and then baby can read them later. And I thought this would be a really cute gift to give to my mum and to Jay's mum. So yeah, there's things like, here's a special story about our family. It may surprise you to learn that when I was young, ... So there's all of these different letters. And yeah, I just thought that'd be really cute. So I'm gonna wrap those. So I'm gonna get these wrapped up. And then honestly, I think I'm gonna sit on the sofa for the rest of the evening, edit this vlog and relax. It's 4 o'clock. So already it's dark, so I've just done the blind. I am gonna edit this vlog together, and then I think this evening I really need to do, I've been practicing yoga pretty much every day, only for like 20 minutes, but I need to start incorporating more stretching and longer practices. Basically, my hips and my lower back are suffering and I'm struggling a little bit. So yeah, I'm gonna probably do a little bit of that this evening. Watch some telly, catch up on some good TV. Very random. I've never watched or read The Hunger Games, and Jay recently watched The Hunger Games and was like, you need to watch it. So I think I might watch that. which is so random, not a festive film in the slightest, but yeah, I'm gonna watch that. Thank you so much for being here, spending this time with me. And yeah, I will see you in the next video.